Hi, I wonder how many of you, and I know the answer, how many of you would like to have a remote control to quickly change their life into whatever you most want to, or is your most immediate desire to manifest and achieve? And I had this video at the back of my head for a long time, just didn't find the right context to put it in. Now, how many of you would like to, like, a snap of a finger, change their lives immediately? And I can say I have been this guy, this person with a remote control in their hands, and always changing and flicking through the programs to see how I can immediately shift all of my awareness, all of my focus into something that is instant gratification, let's call it. Well, I can tell you that I've been this person for a very long time. I spent the most of my adolescence in front of a TV with a remote control, the actual thing, the full pack with remote control, is looking for whatever best suits me and my need and my mood. At that time, trying to get myself distracted from whatever I would really need to engage with to actually get off my, behind and engage with the action of actually creating, doing that physically, bringing it into manifestation by my own efforts. And I can see almost everyone doing this, and where especially hits me in the face, like slap, very often is in social media when I see guys going about this spiritual experience that needs to come now, and there's like, no matter what the cost is okay, and either if we're prepared or not, like, everything goes. And I don't really get it. Where's the awareness? Where does I understand it's nice to experiment with things, and that's a cool thing to do nowadays. Tasting, sampling things, but I also do see many people getting hurt with these experiences and being put off, and it's exactly where everything that is being held back, everything that is not looked into very at all, actually. Everything that is really not considered pops up all of a sudden when the spiritual experience is being sought, because of course, if you do believe there's a higher self, and of course you will encounter some form of it in that spiritual adventure. There will be the spiritual experience, but it will mostly be as it will come even as to what is being put out will actually come in. And most of the people put out nothing. They're really not considerate or disconsiderate to themselves, and then they have the equivalent of that as a spiritual experience. And if that is what you're seeking, then it's fine. If you're used to seeing horror films, and if all of a sudden your spiritual experience becomes a horror film and you're okay with that, fine. So whatever thrills you and makes your day. But if you would like to have something of a genuine effect and help and relevance, it's very important, and it's actually essential. It makes a whole lot of difference, a world of differences, where attention to what actually creates you, what ensembles you, puts you together, is being filtered, cleansed a lot before, you know, before taking DMT or acid or some mushroom or doing ayahuasca or doing whatever you like, or even having one of the most beautiful trainings I had was of hypnosis with Dolores Cannon in the quantum healings trainings. And even with her, that's not the highest level of spirituality in the world. But even there is it is advised to cleanse, to prepare yourself before the session, and a very good practitioner of anything will tell you the same. Even a personal fitness trainer, like whatever most basic thing that grows and develops your body, mind, spirit, you know, physiology, psychology, any of these things need the preparation and the cleansing. And where that is not done, you know, the second effects or side effects are not minor. And I do see many of you guys that are deflated after having some, oh, I had, you know, I had LSD or I had DMT or I had ayahuasca and my experience was completely horrible. I don't want to see that again in my life, and I'm shaking, I'm so scared. Oh, what is this life? I want to die. Really? No, you already had that inside you. Is just being brought up and is being shown to you wherever the level of, you know, I would say not care, but yeah, all of that needs to be addressed. So really cleanse the body a lot. Look into liver cleansings and whatever kind of cleansings you want, and, you know, vegetarian at least. Non-violence sourced everything around you. Look into cleansing a lot before wanting to have the super blissful experience that you know you didn't do anything to deserve, because no higher consciousness is going to want to land into some, you know, pile of crap, wanting to turn it into gold because just you desire that and you took some DMT about it. No, the higher consciousness is not going to want to land into that. The higher consciousness is going to want to land into something that has been calling it in reverence, in respect, and there has been some pre-effort made to, you know, to gratify, to answer that call. And no lesser consciousness is being called or allowed into those spaces where no work has been done. I mean, come on, guys. It's, you know, let's be realistic here. If you put yourself into a higher perspective and see how that is true, and look at all of the levels, you would like to, you know, restructure your life in a cleaner, purified way, and then these experiences exceed anything one can imagine when they're being properly made. I've never in my life had a bad experience because I've had all of the worst experiences without the without the enhancers, and then I had to learn how to respect myself, how to respect the physical, not only of my body, everything around me that represents the higher self. Everything deserves all of the respect, and then we can have those heightened experiences even without any stimulants. They will come by themselves. We just have to call them, and they will be there for us. They will sustain us and be delivered whenever we most need them. I will close this here, but thank you for following. Do subscribe and follow if you'd like to see more videos such as this. Thank you.